let's fast forward. It's 6 months from now.
Yes, sir.
It's July. It's July 27th, right?
Yes, sir.
By now, it's 6 months ago. We've been through the spring. We're about halfway through the summer. The heat brings a lot of different scenarios with vehicles that people aren't prepared for.
Yes, sir.
We get an and speed of service is even more critical because of the heat that we have here in southwestern Oklahoma, right?
Oh, it definitely gets hot.
So it's 6 months from now, you have your own customer database that are technically your customers, or at least you feel like they're your customers.
Yes, sir.
What else is different in your life 6 months from now?
Hopefully, I have my own house.
Okay.
I was successful at one point. I had some things happen, and my life kind of crumbled down. And my biggest goal is building it back to where it was, having my own house, having all my own stuff again. And I was comfortable. I was pretty comfortable. I had about everything I need. And I want to get back to that. I want to be stable. I want to be able to make sure my bills are always paid, not have to worry about a payment. I want to make sure if my car breaks down, it's okay that I can immediately go fix it. I want to be able to live in my own house and have my own set of rules and do my own things. And I want to be set here too. I want to have everything completely under control where I know what I'm doing every day. I'm running out there with the tow truck by myself. I'm running on calls by myself. I got it all figured out. Whatever situation comes my way, I can handle it. I want to be a valuable employee. Not just for you, but I want to be a good employee because I don't want my work, I don't want me as a person to look bad. I want to be seen as a good employee. I want to be seen as a good person.
Okay. So a couple of things, and I absolutely love this because you haven't been through orientation, you don't realize how I look at some things just yet.
Yes,
so
sir.
I actually don't have any employees on my team. I have team players, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's part of why we love y'all, love all of you guys, love Lynn in the background talking and stuff like that, because we don't view y'all as employees. We view you as team members, right?
Yes, sir.
We also view you that, hey, one of the things that I'll ask you is, will you allow me to coach you, right?
Yes, sir. You have.
I did ask you that, right? And you gave me permission.
Yes, sir.
And I instructed you that, okay, this could get challenging at times, but that's what a good coach does, right?
Yes, sir.
Agreed. So that being said, because you haven't been through orientation, let's just see how this goes, because he hasn't been coached on the right answer yet. What is the reason that taking care of the customer is so important to me?
I mean, I have a couple reasons that would probably come to my mind. One, the better you take care of a customer, the more likely they are to come back, or the more likely they are to refer you to someone. Repeat business is always good. But at the same time, I feel like you legitimately care about the customer's concerns and needs. I feel like you, at deep down, are just a good person. I've only known you a short amount of time, but we spent a lot of time together in these past couple of days, riding around in the tow truck, doing all this stuff together.
I've spent more time with you than I have with my wife.
Well, hopefully she don't get mad at me. I'm trying. It ain't my fault, I promise. But I really feel like, just like with me, you just enjoy helping people out. But it's just a good business model. I mean, what business do you know that you want to go back to if you're treated not, if the customers, you as the customer, is not treated good, not treated with respect, not taken care of, just kind of pushed to the side and treated maybe like some garbage outside, It's important. It's important for business. It's important for your own personal morals. It's important just to be a good person when it comes to dealing with people. People are having if people are calling us, they're probably having a bad day, because especially with the tows or with a blown out tire or something went wrong in their day that they were not expecting, and it could possibly ruin their entire mood. But then they come in here and we're super nice to them. We're super helpful. We offer them water. We let them watch the TV. We tell them where everything is. We give them the rentals or the loaners. We help them out in whatever way they needed help. That could put a smile on their face. That can make their day a little bit better. And, it's not everybody's going to do that for a person. So any way we can make someone's day a little bit better, then I think that's just a good thing to do.
Absolutely. Jesus said it best when he said to treat others the way that you'd want to be treated.
Exactly.
And I literally, every time I'm put in a situation and I honestly do not know, maybe we have a failed repair, maybe we have a failed part, maybe we have, there's so many different scenarios. And just about the time that I've seen all the possible scenarios, I'll be blindsided by a new scenario that I've never even considered before, never even thought about. And I have to sit there and I have to ask myself the question, and I'll be like, Jesse, how would you want to be treated in this situation?
Yes, sir.
And however I answer that is the best knowledge and the best way I know how to deal with it, right? And maybe if I still can't come up with the answer, then maybe I'll ask somebody in my circle that I have a lot of confidence in on
Yes,
how to handle the situation. But more often than not, like 99.9% of the time, I always know how I want to be treated. And so therefore I always know what to do. And so that's why, and you nailed it just perfectly. If we don't have any customers, we don't have a business. And if we don't treat people in a manner that they would like to come back, I mean, they're giving up their hard-earned money, their hard-earned time, whatever it is, in exchange for goods and services that we provide. And let's face it, nobody gets excited about having a car repair. And just like you said, they have an unexpected problem. Those two ladies you just talked about, I promise you, they did not plan on their car breaking down on the way to town that day, right?
Yes, sir. Especially since we have a lot of people coming from out of state, going across state.
But their day went differently. They did not know they was going to ride in a tow truck that day. And that old lady definitely didn't know she was going to get carried out of a tow truck and onto the sidewalk.
I definitely feel like that made her day.